Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. I wanted to come in and talk to you guys and kind of get you updated. This is actually a message to my YouTube family. Actually, it's been a long couple of months. A long couple of months. It's been a journey, and it has been not short of drama. Trust me. Um, but what I wanted to do, I want to come in here and talk about the support that I've actually received from my YouTube family, which it took me by surprise in the beginning, but not so much. It just the outpouring of how it actually happened is what happened. Let's start at the beginning. Okay. I have a lot of videos out there and all that stuff. So if you've been following me, I have actually been dealing with chemotherapy and going through I have cancer, so that's what's basically going on. So let's just go into what actually happened. I was diagnosed with cervical lymphoma on the 23rd of July of this past year when I was ready to go to the blackout for Labor Day and all of that. And that was my thing. I'm like, I'm going to the blackout. It's going to be fabulous. And I ended up not being able to go to blackout. I ended up being in the Allegheny General Hospital. I literally was hospitalized on the 28th of July and started my chemotherapy right then. It was a real rough regimen that I actually went through, but I've done it and all of that. So where we are now, I got out of the hospital because I would actually go in 5 days at a time. I would be home for basically almost 3 weeks, and then I would go in to the hospital. And I stayed for 5 days. I didn't go back and forth, back and forth. I literally stayed um, in my chemo 96 hours at a time, and all of that. And I did it. So that was fine. I did it. But I yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. I'm a person that has never been in the hospital. I've never been hospitalized for anything. I didn't even have a medical record. I had a tonsillectomy when I was 3 years old, and then 40 years went by and I had nothing, and then I had cancer. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just the building of a testimony is all it is. But when everything went down, everything went down. I really felt, I always said that YouTube is a different type of community. It's a different community than the MySpaces. It's a different community than Twitter. It's a different community than Facebook. And all those things are good. All those media split sites, they're all good. YouTube has a whole thing all of its own. Okay. So when I tell you that I was literally embraced by the YouTube crowd, and let there be no mistake, when I say what brought me through and over and kept me up this whole time was my YouTube family. And I'm not going to go and name individual names and all of that. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to slight anybody. I don't want to slight anybody. And there are some people that were, right there. And then it was overwhelming. It was overwhelming. The response was overwhelming. Um, I actually, I got just inundated with messages and well wishes and all of those things. And those are the things that actually kept me going and keep me positive. Everybody's always saying how positive I am. I couldn't have stayed positive like that if it had not been for my viewers and not just the viewers, the other YouTubers. I got phone calls, and then you don't see them all the time. I don't show them. Um, I don't show like my cards and stuff when, like, on my second visit into the hospital. I was told by my viewers, do you have a P.O. box? And they said, go get a P.O. box. And I said, okay. So I listened. I went and got the P.O. box. That P.O. box has not been dry since, I mean, just cards and cards. And I have all my cards, and they're all over my living room. You don't get to see my whole living room because, again, you don't need to see my whole house, when I'm doing my videos. But I have cards. They're everywhere. I have cards, and I've got care packages, and there's people that have sent me yarn and fabric and things to keep me busy because you all actually really pay attention to the things that I'm saying. And that was the crazy part, that you actually pay attention to the things that I'm saying. You're actually listening to the things that I say that I like and the things that I do. And I mean, people were sending me, I mean, I've gotten candy, literally care package with candy and stuff. Just, I mean, it floored me. It floored me. And I have to say, like I said, this journey was not void of drama, okay? And the thing with the YouTube family, you all will hear me on here, and I'll be tearing up my family, my actual biological family. And I have no problem. I will drag their ass like Emmett Till when they do something to me. I'll get on this video and I say exactly what I want to say. That's why my handle is Spill It Boy. I spill it. I don't hold nothing. If motherfucker walk me wrong, I'm going to say it. I'm not going to hold your secrets about shit you did to me. I'm going to say it. That's what I do. So when my family doesn't perform like family, which they never actually do, they don't, as a whole, because I can't even express to you how large my family is. I have a large family, but to say that the support was minimal of my friends and my family that have been surrounding me in the last 40 some years, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. And I don't want anybody to even think that I'm not exaggerating. It's a fucking joke. People who have sat in my house for the last 20 years, smiling in my face, grinning in my face, sucking up my air, watching my cable. I ain't seen these people. I ain't heard from these people. Who do I hear from? People who watch my videos, people who record videos that I'm in contact with. YouTube. My YouTube family. It's crazy to think that you actually make a family outside of your family that treats you more like family than your family. And I do have some family members that have actually stepped in and did different little things. But all in all, at the end of the day, when it comes to my actual family, my mother is who was there with me with this. My mother came to my house in July and has never gone home. Okay, my mother is still at my house. My mother has not left. Has not left. Okay, that's the family. That's it. That's it. But anyway, we won't get on all that. But my YouTube family, I cannot thank you all enough. I really can't. You guys kept me busy. You kept my spirits up, and I appreciate it. And keep praying. Let me tell you where I am now. I was scheduled, like I said, for 6 rounds of the chemo. I made it through all 6 rounds. I got out of the hospital on Saturday. I got home about 8:30 in the evening. I've made it through all of my initial chemo. Now, I'll try to explain it the best way I can. So it's not a thing where I'm in remission or anything like that. I'm basically kind of in a 90-day holding period. If you could actually, I'm holding. It's like, okay, it's going to be about like probably February. I'll be checked to see what's actually going on. But everything is looking really good. And I feel good. And I still have my things that I have to go through. But again, it looks like the response is good. But again, in 90 days, I'll be checked to see what's actually going on. Has it gone into remission? Did they get it? That whole thing. I'll know in 90 days pretty much where I'm at and what my next steps are going to be. But like I said, I wanted to come in and really update you all. and tell you where I was, and just show the gratitude and appreciation for all that has been done by my YouTube family, because I really could not have did this without all these. I mean, I literally sat in that bed and sat in that hospital room. Yeah, I did videos and all that when I could, and all of that. But reading the messages, and I can tell y'all, I always tell y'all, I read every damn comment that you all write. Every comment that you write, I read. I may not respond to every last one, but I read every comment. I read every comment, and I did. And that carried me through for months, sitting there reading all of your comments, reading them, reading them, and it just, I don't know. There's not enough words. I don't have enough words. And like I said, I'm not going to go through individual names and that kind of thing, because there's some people that did things that really didn't want, they said, I don't want, you to say I did this or say I did that. So I'm going to grant those wishes, and I'm just going to say, everyone who has prayed for me, everyone who has had well wishes for me and continues to, I thank you. Please continue. Prayers work. God is still in the blessing business. I'm here. I'm here. I'm walking proof that he is actually definitely in the blessing business, and he does love us, you know. So I don't know. I don't know, why I got spared, but I did get spared, and I'm glad to be here. And I thank you all for everything that you all have done. And I will continue to make videos. I will continue to talk to you as long as you continue to listen to me and all my crazy. Um, but yeah, I had to come out and say that, because I get a lot of comments sometimes where people say, well, you just say things about your family. Yeah, I do. They deserve it. They deserve it. And those so-called friends, it's been a very eye-opening experience, and you're going to hear more about that, because I ain't going to let all that go. There's going to be some things that I'm going to share. That's me. I'm going to share things that I've learned. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, and I have to share it, so maybe you can skip over some of the hurt that I've actually gone through, and some of the bullshit that I've had to go through with this. Absolutely. So I will definitely be sharing it. But again, I want to end this on a positive note. I thank you guys. I love you guys. And there is nothing out there like a YouTube family. Trust me. Don't let nobody tell you that YouTube is like anything, because it's not. It's not Periscope. It's not Twitter. It's not. YouTube has its own thing going on. And it just kind of is what it is. If you got a YouTube family, baby, you got a good thing. You got a good thing. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.